Welcome back to WiserReads, the channel where we dive into powerful books that inspire personal growth, clarity, and transformation. Today we're exploring a truly impactful book titled Focus on You Until You Win, a guide that reminds us of one simple truth: success always begins with you. In a world full of noise, distractions, and endless comparisons, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters: your own journey. This book emphasizes that the only way to achieve lasting victory in life is by learning to focus inward, to cultivate your mindset, and to strengthen your habits until nothing can shake your determination. The author takes us through the essential steps of personal transformation: building self-discipline, eliminating negative influences, and replacing self-doubt with unshakable belief. Focus on You Until You Win teaches that winning isn't just about reaching the finish line, it's about who you become in the process. Every challenge, every setback, and every small victory is part of the growth that shapes you into the person capable of achieving your biggest dreams. What makes this book powerful is its raw honesty. It doesn't sugarcoat the journey. Instead, it tells you clearly: winning requires patience, resilience, and a relentless focus on your own progress, not anyone else's. You'll discover the importance of celebrating small wins, mastering your habits, and keeping your vision alive, even when the road feels tough. So if you've ever felt stuck, distracted, or overwhelmed, this summary will give you the push you need to get back on track. Stay tuned until the end, because this book will remind you of the most important lesson of all. When you focus on yourself with consistency and determination, winning becomes not just possible, it becomes inevitable.
The power of self-focus. The foundation of success lies in the ability to direct your energy inward and concentrate on your own growth. The power of self-focus emphasizes that progress begins when you stop comparing yourself to others and start measuring yourself against who you were yesterday. By focusing on your goals, strengths, and personal journey, you build clarity and discipline that outside noise cannot disrupt. Self-focus is not selfish, it's necessary. When you prioritize your development, you sharpen your vision, strengthen your habits, and align your daily actions with your long-term dreams. The book highlights how true focus requires eliminating distractions, saying no to what doesn't serve you, and protecting your mental and emotional energy. Most importantly, self-focus creates momentum. Each small, consistent effort compounds over time, building confidence and resilience. Instead of spreading yourself thin, concentrating on one direction gives your life purpose and power. The message is clear: when you focus on yourself fully, you give yourself the best chance to win. Breaking free from distractions. Distractions are one of the greatest enemies of progress. In breaking free from distractions, the focus is on reclaiming control of your time, attention, and energy. Modern life is filled with constant noise, social media, endless comparisons, and external demands that pull you away from your goals. The book stresses that success requires the courage to detach from these interruptions and create boundaries that protect your growth. Breaking free doesn't just mean cutting off negative influences, but also learning to prioritize. Every distraction has a cost: lost time, wasted energy, and delayed progress. The key is awareness, recognizing what steals your focus, and intentional action, replacing distractions with purposeful habits. This chapter reminds us that the path to winning isn't about doing everything, but about doing what truly matters. By removing distractions, you reclaim clarity, sharpen your focus, and build the consistency needed for long-term success. True freedom comes when you take charge of your attention and direct it fully toward your vision.
Building discipline and consistency.
Discipline and consistency are the backbone of any lasting success. Building discipline and consistency emphasizes that talent and motivation alone are never enough. What truly sets winners apart is their ability to show up every day, regardless of mood or circumstances. Discipline is the act of choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort, while consistency is the repetition of those disciplined choices until they become a way of life. The book explains that discipline begins with small commitments. Whether it's waking up earlier, sticking to a routine, or dedicating time daily to your goals, these small actions build momentum. Consistency then transforms these habits into results. Progress doesn't happen overnight. It's the product of compounded effort, where even minor steps add up to major breakthroughs over time. Equally important is accountability. By holding yourself responsible for your actions, you build trust in yourself, which fuels confidence and persistence. Discipline requires sacrifice, but every sacrifice brings you closer to your vision. The message is simple. Winners aren't defined by what they do occasionally, but by what they do consistently. Developing unshakable self-belief. At the heart of achievement lies a powerful force, belief in yourself. Developing unshakable self-belief shows that no matter how skilled or talented you are, success is impossible if you doubt your own ability to win. Self-belief is not arrogance. It is the deep conviction that you are capable of overcoming challenges and worthy of your goals. This chapter teaches that self-belief is built through action. Every time you push through fear, honor your commitments, or succeed in small goals, you strengthen the inner voice that says, "I can." Over time, these experiences create an unshakable foundation that no setback can destroy. The book also highlights the importance of rejecting negative self-talk and external criticism. By replacing doubt with affirmations and surrounding yourself with supportive environments, you reinforce your inner confidence. Ultimately, unshakable belief is what allows you to persevere when others quit. It fuels resilience, courage, and vision. The message is clear. When you trust yourself fully, the world has no choice but to follow.
Turning pain into motivation. Pain is one of life's most powerful teachers. Turning pain into motivation explains that while suffering is inevitable, how you respond to it determines your future. Many people allow pain to break them, but winners learn to transform it into fuel. Every setback, rejection, or failure carries within it a lesson that can be used to grow stronger and push further. The book stresses that pain should not be avoided, but embraced as part of the journey. It is through difficult experiences that resilience is forged. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, the key is to ask, how can this make me better? By reframing pain as an opportunity, you turn adversity into momentum. Pain also creates hunger. The discomfort of failure, struggle, or loss can ignite a deeper drive to succeed. It reminds you of what you don't want to repeat, pushing you to work harder, smarter, and with greater determination. Ultimately, pain is not the end, it's the beginning of transformation. When you channel it into motivation, it becomes a powerful ally on the road to victory. Mastering patience and persistence. Success rarely comes quickly. It is the product of patience and persistence. Mastering patience and persistence emphasizes that winning is not about speed, but about endurance. While motivation may spark the journey, it is patience and persistence that carry you through obstacles, delays, and disappointments. Patience is the ability to wait without losing faith.
It teaches you to trust the process, knowing that growth takes time. Persistence, on the other hand, is the relentless refusal to quit, even when progress feels slow or invisible. Together, they create a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. The lesson is clear: greatness is not achieved by those who rush, but by those who endure. Master patience, remain persistent, and success becomes inevitable.
Eliminating negative influences. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your results. Eliminating negative influences highlights the importance of removing toxic people, habits, and environments that drain your energy and weaken your focus. Negative influences, whether they come in the form of unsupportive relationships, constant criticism, or distractions, act as invisible barriers that hold you back from your true potential. The book explains that success requires guarding your mental space. Just as a gardener removes weeds to allow plants to flourish, you must clear away negativity to make room for growth. This may mean setting boundaries with people who discourage you, limiting exposure to media that spreads doubt, or breaking habits that sabotage your progress. Eliminating negativity also allows positivity to thrive. By surrounding yourself with uplifting influences, such as mentors, supportive friends, and inspiring content, you reinforce your self-belief and maintain clarity. The lesson is simple. Your energy is precious, and what you allow around you directly impacts what you achieve. Protecting that space ensures you can focus fully on your path to winning. Harnessing the power of daily habits. Big goals are achieved through small, repeated actions. Harnessing the power of daily habits reveals that the most successful people are not defined by occasional bursts of effort, but by the routines they follow every day. Habits are powerful because they shape identity. What you do consistently becomes who you are. The book emphasizes starting small. Tiny actions, reading a few pages, exercising for 10 minutes, writing one paragraph, may seem insignificant, but when repeated daily, they create lasting transformation. Over time, these habits build discipline, confidence, and momentum that push you toward larger goals. Habits also remove the need for constant motivation. When an action becomes automatic, you no longer rely on willpower. You simply live in alignment with your goals. This consistency is the true secret to mastery. The message is clear. Success is not built in a day, but it is built every day. By harnessing the power of habits, you create a lifestyle that naturally leads to victory.
Celebrating small wins along the way. Success is not just about reaching the final destination, it's about recognizing the progress you make along the journey. Celebrating small wins along the way emphasizes the importance of acknowledging every step forward, no matter how small. These little victories build confidence, reinforce positive habits, and remind you that progress is happening, even if the ultimate goal still feels far away. The book explains that celebrating small wins helps maintain motivation. Without acknowledgement, the path can feel overwhelming, and burnout can set in. But when you pause to recognize achievements, a completed task, a new habit formed, a milestone reached, you recharge your energy and strengthen your belief that bigger goals are within reach. This practice also shifts your focus from perfection to progress. It teaches you to value growth over speed and to see every effort as a building block toward success. Ultimately, celebrating small wins keeps your spirit alive and your journey sustainable, turning the road to victory into a rewarding experience. Conclusion: victory comes when you refuse to quit on yourself. The final message of Focus on You Until You Win is both simple and powerful. You only lose when you quit. Every challenge, setback, and delay is temporary, but the decision to persist creates inevitable victory. Success is not reserved for the fastest or the most talented. It belongs to those who refuse to stop believing in themselves. The book concludes by reminding readers that self-focus, discipline, resilience, and patience all serve one purpose: to keep you moving forward. When you hold on to your vision, eliminate negativity, and push through obstacles, you become unstoppable. Victory is not about luck, it's about endurance. The true winners are those who never quit on themselves, who turn every pain into power, and who trust the process until success becomes reality. The ultimate lesson? If you stay focused and never give up, your victory is guaranteed.
As we reach the end of Focus on You Until You Win, the message of this book becomes undeniably clear. Your greatest victories in life begin and end with you. Every chapter reminds us that success isn't about chance or external approval. It's about the daily choices you make to stay committed to your growth, even when the path feels difficult. The book begins by teaching the power of self-focus. Instead of comparing yourself to others or being distracted by outside noise, the key is to direct all your energy inward, toward building discipline, mastering your habits, and shaping the person you want to become. This internal focus not only sharpens your vision, but also fuels the persistence needed to keep moving forward. It also shows us the importance of breaking free from distractions and negative influences. Every wasted moment or toxic relationship takes you further from your goals. By protecting your environment and choosing uplifting influences, you create space for clarity, strength, and progress. Another essential theme is transformation through struggle. Pain, setbacks, and delays are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to grow stronger. With patience, persistence, and unshakable self-belief, even the hardest moments can become stepping stones to success. Finally, the book highlights the importance of celebrating small wins. Each little victory proves that you are moving forward and reinforces the belief that your ultimate goal is within reach. And when setbacks come, the most important lesson remains. True victory belongs to those who refuse to quit on themselves. So remember, winning is not about speed or perfection, but about staying committed to the journey until your success becomes reality. If this message inspired you, I invite you to subscribe to WiserReads, where we bring you life-changing ideas from powerful books like this one. Together, we'll keep learning, growing, and transforming. Because sometimes one book summary is all it takes to change the direction of your life. Don't miss the next one.